Hey guys, what's going on? Shifu Gregg here with the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School. Today we're going to be doing palm block and hammer. Do they work? Are they effective? Let's find out. Hey guys, what's going on? Shifu Gregg here with the Authentic Shaolin Kung Fu School. So today on Mythbusters, we're going to be going over palm and hammer. Are they effective? Do they work? You guys do me a favor, leave a comment in the bottom. Let me know what you think about what we do and how we do it. But palm block and hammer down, we're going to be working on today. Palm block and hammer down, where this is all part of our series of basic traditional blocks in our Kung Fu, and see if they are viable and see how they can work and see if they work, right? So I know they work, but I'm trying to share this with you guys. So last week we went over middle blocks. We went over inside middle. So an inside middle block, when we're talking about middle blocks and we're talking about palm blocks are strictly blocking with the palm of the blade, right? So we're working with that palm of the blade. So today we're going to be working with palms and we're going to be working with hammers, okay? Now a hammer down block is here. It's in every different style that you do, and if you watch all the fighters, whether in rings or continuous or sanda, or even kickboxing, you'll see people using their arms as hammers to hammer down. So the term that we use is a hammer down block. Now we can change a hammer down block into a hook. We can change a hammer down block into an elbow, right? Because the hammer down block removes the threat, and then the elbow just follows right through. So if we're really close and we're in close quarters, we use the elbow. If we're in regular fighting quarters, right? Because this right now is very close. So if I'm in this position, it's hard to get this off, but it's easy to get that elbow in, right? So that's what we want to work on there. But if we're at a decent clip and we're a foot away from our opponent and we're still trying to get our entry, and our opponent's very aggressive, and right away out the gate he's throwing, I'm going to start using my palms. Now when I use my palm blocks, whether they're in the gloves or not, and my fingers are closed because I don't want to give my fingers to my opponent, but my palm block is not only blocking the technique, but it's also causing a slight pain to my opponent. So as my opponent throws, we know I'm not going to have a lot of time to react, because anybody that throws the lead, most of the people that are out there right now are training. So they're going to throw the lead and they're going to come with the other hand. So now if he's pressing forward, he's got that confidence, I'm now going to work my hammer down in that scenario, and that's going to get me a little force to get that hand to move. So from here I come in and right away I'm going to throw that hook. So I'm going from that hammer to the hook. Now the other hand is exposed and it might be coming in, so I'm going to lift up my arm. So as I hammer and hook, I lift up my other arm and I check that other arm to make sure that I'm not in danger at that point. At this position, I'm going to hook that leg, and again we're going to use our hook, and I guess it would be an underhook, or what we call a rooster stance, and we're going to bring our opponent to the floor, and I'm going to push my opponent in. So as I drop him, I stay close and I push him in here, and I lock in on the arm. So that's what we're going to do for this section right now. We're going to, again, working palm and hammer down block. So we're going to move a little bit faster. So from here, I'm here, I hit, I bring my opponent to the floor. If that slips, I drop right down into the spine, and I'm hitting right here. I'm hitting to the back of the head. That's going to cause that hand to come up, and that's when I want to work this here and grab this up here, right? I'm hitting here, he puts the hand there. I run the hand up, and now I lock in. Okay, guys, so we're going to just move a little bit quicker, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So again, I'm using my palms and my hammers. So if you notice, when I'm blocking, I don't overblock. I'm blocking the technique that's at hand, here. So now if he comes in really fast and I can't get that hook in, I slip the elbow right in. So that's all to what you guys want to do and how you feel comfortable. So it's going to be right here. I come in, bring my opponent down, lock him in place. If this slips out, I drop down, I hit him, pull the arm up, and then lock him into place here. Cool? Let's do it to the other side. Hopefully this will translate right, guys. Here, down to the floor. And even from here, I can lock up here, If I slip that and I'm dropped here, I hit him, pull that arm up, and lock it up. Right here. That's a good little lock. Hey guys, so for the second one, we're gonna work the same concept again, palm. So I like to start when we're working. I want us to understand that nobody's just gonna throw one technique. And yes, for the most part, we always block on same side. Sometimes we switch that over, but for the most part, it's always same side blocking, so I don't cross myself out. My opponent's gonna throw 2 punches and then set up for that roundhouse. So he throws the 2 punches and sets up for the roundhouse. Most people are gonna move back. So here, he's moving, if I move back and I move away, I've lost my moment of pressing my opponent, right? So what we wanna do here is step in. And if you notice, guys, the hammer turns into an underhook. So again, we're here, and the hammer turns into an underhook. Now, if I'm in this position, and he throws, and the only reason why I know that kick's coming up is because as he throws, he turns the body, and that's where the hammer comes into play. That's the hammer. This is stopping the leg from throwing the roundhouse. I'm stopping here at the front of the quad, okay? So when he throws the kick in, I block and then I hook. At this position here, I'm taking that leg right out. And that's what I'm looking to do. Neutralizing the opponent at this point, when he throws that kick, that's where I'm hammering. So if you're looking, the hammer's here, but the hammer I hit and then I scoop and I do an underhook here. And if you notice, I'm keeping the hip down. A lot of people, if they scoop, they do this. And that's unsure because his body comes up. But when he throws a roundhouse and I push here, yeah, that changes it, right? So I grab him here, I push here, and then I take the leg out. So we're gonna go a little faster now. So we're gonna take that block, bring him down to the floor, lock in, and twist. So at this point of the game, all I'm doing is putting pressure right here. So I'm dropping on the hamstring, the back of the leg. Then at this point of the game, all I'm doing right now is just twisting that. I want to neutralize my opponent. So all I'm doing is holding the bridge and just twisting at that point. Do as much damage as you possibly can. All right? So do this at full speed. So it's here, down to the floor, lock up, and twist. And we're right here. We'll do it on the other side. This is a quick one. So from here, we press, sweep down to the floor, lock up, and apply. Cool. When training and doing these drills, it's really important to condition. So if you're doing a shin kick, you gotta condition. So it's important, especially in our art and our system. We do all arm point training, we do shin training, we do leg training, and it's really important because it doesn't limit us to use other parts of our body. Really, really important. So thank you so much. So again, guys, palm block, hammer down. Leave in the comments, tell me what you think. Tell me if you think that you can utilize these techniques in an MMA ring, out in the street, in your martial art itself. And if you are training in a martial art, let me know how similar this is to what you guys are doing. Because again, the arts are more similar than they are different. And it's really, really important to realize that all martial arts has something to bring to the forefront. It's not the martial art that makes it great. It's the student that makes the martial arts great. So each student is individual. No martial art should be blanketed with, oh, that stinks, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. It should always be individual, because I've seen great people in many different styles, and I've seen bad people in many different styles. So leave in the comments, tell me what you think. Again, guys, I want to thank you so much for being here. Please share, like, subscribe, click the bell. Helps the algorithms out. It definitely helps us grow. It's so important that you don't just watch them, but follow and share and subscribe. And this way we can grow our channel. Again, guys, thank you so much for being here. Look for the good martial arts out there. You'll know when you see it. See you soon. From here, He's clinching in here. I go to grab here, and the minute he steps back and pulls that arm, I'm still gonna come right in, try to find that arm lock, come in and hold, and lock it in.